Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh wait, am I an idiot? Yeah, I am. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Professor Sav or Savannah or Savvy, whatever you feel like calling me. So today I decided to try something a little different. I'm gonna be taking my water wave wig and straightening it. We'll see if it can straighten. I wanna see how straight it can go. Hopefully, I'm hoping it can get like bone straight. I've been doing some like research, like I was doing research yesterday and I kind of just picked like the best methods that I'm going to use that I just thought like would probably work the best to get this bone straight and that would be the best for me. Yeah, so this wig is, I got it like a couple months ago. It's from AliExpress. The vendor is Reshine Hair. It's 22 inches. It's a closure. It kind of looks like I've just like been sleeping on it. I don't really do nothing with it. Honestly, I just took it out of a ponytail. That's kind of why it looks so disastrous. Yeah, while I'm doing this, you're probably gonna see that like this hand, I'm gonna be like straining with this hand, or I'm kind of probably gonna lower my head to like reach if I'm using this hand because this whole part of my arm is like, it hurts so much. Moms were just doing some cardio yesterday. I'm kidding, I fell down the stairs. But yeah, so I'm hoping that this will get as straight as I want it to be. I'm hoping it doesn't get damaged. I mean, I have another wig coming in, so it's like, I honestly don't really care. No. I actually really care about this wig. I really care about it. I'm grateful. I spent money on this. But still, I wanted to try it. I just want to try it out. I just want to see. I cut bangs in this too, which I honestly really regret. I don't know, something about it, I just don't really like it. Maybe I just didn't cut it properly. I'm not a professional with hair. I just learned how to like cane roll my own hair like maybe 2 months ago. I did not know how to cane roll hair. I didn't know how to do nothing with hair. So I'm not an expert at all. Also, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna have a small little TED Talk. I'm gonna be talking about my college life in quarantine. So for those of you that don't really care about hair, you don't really care to see the results, you don't really care what I'm doing right now, stay and listen to me talk about college life in quarantine, how my first year in college went in freaking quarantine. So yeah, first I'm going to wet the hair, so I will be right back. What I will be using to wet the hair is just this cute little spray bottle. I got it from AliExpress. It was like $2 or something like that. I should got the smaller one because it's actually so good and it fills up really, like it fills up a lot, like more than I need it to. So yeah, you can get the smaller one, but yeah, I got the big one because I didn't know. This is all I really use. I just use spray bottle and my hand to just finger it. No, I just use my hand to comb through it. So yeah, that's what I'll use. So basically what I did, I just tied up the one side of the hair and I just took section by section and sprayed it and finger combed it at the same time. I honestly love this wig. I love it a lot. It's really cute. When I actually take care of it, it's actually cute. So that's why I'm really hoping that if I do this, it doesn't get damaged and it can go back the way that it was. But you know, we take risks over here. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish on the other side and then we're gonna get started on the next step. Okay, so I finished spraying the hair. So this is kind of how it looks when it is wet-ish. Usually I do it more and like, if I'm serious about it, I'll actually probably work on it. But so when I was watching those videos, the ones that ended up being more like bone straight were the girls that like would wash their hair first or would wet their hair first and then they would blow dry it and use the detangler brush and then straighten it. So that's like the method that I'm doing. I'm not really sure why they do it like that, but I'm gonna do it like that because they just look like they got the best results. Yeah, so now I'm gonna blow dry it. Use a detangler brush, blow dry it. And then yeah, well, I'll be right back again. Honestly, if you're not gonna put in the effort and the time and patience into doing stuff like this, I wouldn't recommend that you do it, because it's honestly taking a pretty long time for me. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to finish this, but I'm gonna finish it. Make sure with curly wigs you start combing or start brushing from the bottom, bruh. It will prevent the wig from damaging so much. Not even just the wig, like even if you have curly hair, like make sure you start from the bottom and go work your way up. It's just less damaging. It's just less damaging to your curls, and it's just easier because if you start from the top and you try to your comb or whatever is most likely going to get stuck in your head. You're probably going to knot up your head and everything, and we don't want that. So make sure you start from the bottom to the top. This could actually be a new style, I'm not gonna lie. So I combed out all of the hair, combed it out and blew it out. Bro, this could honestly be a look if I was the type of person to go out with if I was the type of person to wear a lot of hair. I don't like a lot of hair. I don't like super poofy hair, or I just don't think super poofy hair looks good on me. So I wouldn't particularly wear this like this out, but if you guys get to this part and you like the results, what's the point of going any further? You know what I mean? But yeah, so we're getting on to the last step, which is straightening the hair. I'm hoping that it gets as straight as I want it to get, straight. Honestly, if it doesn't, then trial and error. We tried. Maybe one of you guys can do it and let me know what you did differently than me, that you got it super straight. But yeah, so we're gonna get into the last section. Let's get into it. So for this step, I'll be using a straightener and a hot comb. My straightener is on about 400. Depending on how it goes, I'll probably turn it, higher or lower. But I'm gonna start with 400 because that's what I've seen most people online use. So I'm gonna do that. If it starts, catching fire, I'm gonna turn it down, obviously. I'm gonna section off the part I'm gonna start on. Sorry. I recommend when doing this, you do small sections. It's not gonna be super easy to get it bone straight, so I recommend you do it in smaller sections. It will probably just end up giving you better results. I don't know, man. But yeah. Yo, these bangs are not it, sis. I straightened the hair, and right as I straightened it, my camera stopped. But this is the result of just one passing with the straightener. Girl, do you see how straight this is? I did not know it was gonna end up like this, and this is just one. I don't see no curls, nothing. Fantastico. I've been delaying this too much. All right, so let's get into my college quarantine life. Whatever. I am my first year university student. I had to do it online. Honestly, there was a lot of people complaining about online school, and I didn't really understand why. It was so easy. Okay, yeah, I know we couldn't go on campus, and you couldn't really experience the real college university experience, especially since your first year. But I don't know, I enjoyed waking up every afternoon at around 4 o'clock, laying in my bed, watching pre-recorded lectures, and then doing work that was due by the end of the week. I enjoyed it. Like, I didn't think it was that serious. A lot of people thought it was like super, super serious. Some of the things that I just was like super pissed about. Sorry, I know I'm so distracted. But yeah, some of the things that I was just like super pissed about was like the teachers, like, I don't know if that's how college really, really is, or maybe they just weren't super helpful because it was online. But the teachers were not helpful in any sort of way at all. Like, yeah, I know college, like, you're supposed to be like super independent, like, you're not really, I guess not entitled. Like, getting help from teachers is not really something that college students are supposed to be. Well, like, obviously everybody's supposed to get help from teachers, but like college students are just more independent, which is what I'm trying to say. Like, we're just more independent. Like, university college students are just way more independent. You don't really need help from teachers as much as, like, high school kids or whatever. But bro, like, I needed help. Like, I definitely needed help, especially since like it was my first year. Like, the amount of teachers that just like left me on red when I was asking for help for certain homework and stuff. Like, are y'all serious? Like, that just really pissed me off. Like, it's like, yeah, I know you guys have other things to do. And that's another thing they did. Like, you would ask them for help, and all they would do is like complain. Like, oh, I have 72 classes that I need to focus on, and I can't just help one student. Yes, you can help one student. It's your job. Oh my God. Like, I don't know why their first reaction was, oh, I'm gonna cuss out this student and complain about how I have so much work to do because they're asking me for help. What the hell was that?
What was that?
It was just like, yeah, they were just like I'm definitely not saying like all of my teachers were like this, but there were a couple of teachers that just would not help you for nothing. Like, since I never really got help from teachers, or I like kind of got discouraged from asking teachers for help, I resorted to getting help from the group chats that I was in. But okay, here was the issue about these damn group chats. I don't like talking to people. But not only that, I don't like talking to people that I don't really know. But, you obviously have to suck it up because, I'm literally just asking for the work. But when I tell you, nobody would help me. And I'm not even gonna blame them. I feel like maybe they didn't know what they were supposed to do, like with any of the work either, because there was a lot of times like we would go in the group chat and everybody was like talking about an assignment and everybody was confused about the assignment. So I feel like for certain stuff that I would ask that like nobody would like answer me, or like they would just like not really give me the answer that I was looking for. I honestly feel like they just didn't know how to do the work, which is understandable because, bro, I didn't know how to do it either. You know what I mean? It was so stressful because it's like, y'all don't know how to help me. My teachers are not helping me. Who in the hell am I supposed to go to? So honestly, I just tried my best. Like, some of the stuff was still kind of hard. Like, I had a class. I don't know why I took this class. Like, I don't know. I thought it was going to be something else and it ended up being something else. Like, those ones where you make something or you like choose to do something and you think it's gonna be one thing and it ends up being another thing and you're like, damn, like I expected it to kind of be like this, but I didn't expect it to be like this. You know what I mean? Girl, I am loving this. Yeah, so like I took a class and it was like an art history class. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be like some Greek mythology-ish or something like that. I thought it was gonna be something else. Like, I did not expect it to be, it was a very philosophical class. I did not expect it to be like that at all. Like, we would talk about like, famous like philosophers like Socrates, Plato, Kant. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all, high school kids, college kids, y'all know those names. We would be talking about stuff like that, and I was like, bro, what? Like, I was not expecting, a philosophy class, but I guess it made sense, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't complaining. Class was still entertaining, I'm not gonna lie. I honestly still regret taking it. Like I wish I didn't take it, because like when you take a class that you're not super interested in, it really shows on your final mark. Like it really shows that you were not interested in that class at all, because I ended up getting like a 70. And like I know a 70 is not bad, but like a 70 for an elective class, a 70 for an elective art class. Okay, well, I'm not gonna say elective art because not we actually did art. But like, yeah, a 70 for an elective class, you could have done better. You know what I mean? Like it like really showed that I was not interested in that class after a while. Also, another thing that was like so hard was we had to read a lot of like passages written by, like Kant and Plato, Socrates, Aristotle, and like a whole bunch of others. A lot that I have heard of. It was a good thing that I already knew these philosophers, because I did take a philosophy course in high school. So I was like, okay, I already know like most of these guys. But reading these passages in their like olden day writing and like y'all know what I mean. It was so hard. I was like, yo, what are these men? I'm like, what are they trying to say? And then you would literally like ask the teacher, like, she wouldn't really help, I guess, because it was like you kind of had to figure out in your own words. You had to kind of figure out in your own way what they truly meant. And it's philosophy. It could mean 100 things. You can interpret it in your own type of way. But it's like, if I'm not going to be able to understand the basic concept of what these guys are saying, how am I supposed to, write it in my own words? Like, it was just pissing me off. Like, I hated it so much. I literally just would go on like Snopes and like just find articles about these like certain passages and like see what other people wrote on them, so I know like, okay, this is what they mean, so I can actually do it properly. Because it was like, how am I supposed to do the art, how am I supposed to do the work if I don't know what they're saying? It's like reading a Shakespeare book without the have you ever read a Shakespeare book and you have like the Shakespeare part on one side and then you have the English part on the other side? So imagine you don't have the English part. You don't know what these guys are saying, and you just have to interpret it you just have to like figure it out yourself. Yeah, it kind of gets easier because it is a storybook, so you can kind of figure out like what's going on. But still, it definitely is challenging. Girl, close your eyes. Another thing about college life in quarantine, certain things just cheesed my literal soul. Like, it made me want to impale myself. It stressed me out so much. I don't know if anybody else had to use Respondus for exams and tests, bro. Oh my literal freak, bro. Oh my gosh. It stressed me out so much. For the people that don't know what Respondus is, so basically it was like, listen, I don't know computer talk, so I'm gonna explain this in the way that I know best, because I don't really know how to explain it. So yeah, so it was basically like this, not like a website, but it was like this format thing on your computer, and you download it on your computer. And when you're doing a test or an exam, you go on your like test page, and at the bottom it will say like, oh, open Respondus to do your test, like when the time was to do your test, right? So you would go click on Respondus, and Respondus would, since it's already downloaded on your computer, because you were supposed to download it at like the beginning of the semester, it would just automatically open, and it would record you while you were doing exams. And it made sense, right? It made sense because, we're doing exams and stuff at home. Like, mans are definitely gonna cheat. People are definitely going to cheat. Like, there's no doubt about it. You know what I mean? So, I'm gonna do that. Oh. Yeah, Respondus was good to like, prevent cheating and stuff like that. But it was just so damn extra. Like, it would literally, as soon as you open the thing, it shuts down everything else on your computer. Like, it closes all your tabs and everything, so you can't go like back and forth. Like, it not only records you while you're doing a test, but it also records the sound around you. So like, if there's anybody like in your room that's like, giving you the answers, or like if you're listening to something that's giving you the answers, like, it will catch it. But the thing about it was that it will literally catch things that it would think, because it's a computer. It's like a computer thing, right? So it's like it's not gonna know exactly what is happening. So anytime there's some sort of disturbance, it will like stop you. Well, I don't know if it stopped anybody else, but it would stop me. Like if it was too dark in my room and they wouldn't be able to see my face properly, it would like go back to like the front page and be like, oh, make sure your lighting or whatever is proper. I don't know, but it would like stop me. It would like stop the test and be like, oh, please fix your lighting or whatever the hell. So like, oh my God, whatever, right? Or like I have a lot of people living in my house, so there's always noise in my house. So it would like always pick up like sounds or like people like talking around me and stuff like that. But it was just so like ghetto. Like it made sense, but it was just like, oh my God, like anytime you would do a test and you would see like, oh, we're using respondus, I would just not want to do it. It would just stress me out. Literally just stress me out. And then another thing I did not know about college, like college in general, which I was like, this doesn't make any sense at all. Like it like really cheesed me. Every single one of your tests and exams, stuff like that, are scheduled, right? We all know that. So you don't really get to see when your exams and stuff are until like probably like two to 3 weeks before your exam, right? They don't really put out the schedule until, or maybe they do and I just never checked until later. I don't know, but yeah, so you didn't really know when your exam was until like really early, or until like a couple weeks before, right? There was 2 times where I had exams around the same time that I had work. So the first time, I was like, oh shoot, I have work at this time, right? First of all, what pissed me off is you can't go to your teacher directly or your professor directly and be like, oh, can I just do the exam another day? Because I don't know, it's their exam, but they're not in control of when you get to do it or something. But yeah, so you have to go to your academic advisor if you want to do your exam on a different day. So I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. But I didn't even know how to find my academic advisor during my first semester. Like the name of our academic advisor, like the name, it was on our syllabus for like all of my classes, but her email wasn't there for some of them. So I was like, so I looked at one of my syllabuses and her email wasn't there. So I was like, oh, how am I supposed to find her? So then I emailed one of my teachers and I'm like, oh, can you please give me the email for our academic advisor? This lady did not respond to me, so I was like, all right then, whatever. So me and my dumb self decided, let me not go look at my other syllabuses, maybe her email's there. I decided to scout the internet searching for, my school's academic advisor for this certain program. Luckily I found it, emailed her, and I was like, yeah, could I just, I was like, yeah, could I have work at this time? Could I just do the exam like a week after? Or no, I didn't even say a week after. I said like, can I do it like an hour earlier? Right? Because the exam doesn't even take that long. Like certain exams did not take that long at all. So I was like, can I just do it like an hour earlier? And there's like this whole process she like was telling me that we had to go through. And I was like, sis, what? You have to tell her why you want to change it. Then she has to basically meet up or something with all the other academic advisors from all the other programs that you're not even a part of. So it's like, okay, then they all discuss something and then they come back to you and let you know if you are eligible to do your exam a different day or not. That honestly sounds like way too much work, but you know what? I don't want to, miss work for an exam. Like I don't want to miss work for an exam if I don't have to. I was like, you know what? Let them just go through their little process and we'll see where we go from there. So I asked her, I was like, okay, when will I be able, like, when do you think I would be able to do my exam? And this was in December. She was like, the earliest that you would be able to do it is January 20th. Sis, what? January 20th. I was like, are you serious, bro? January 20th? It's December. Literally, all I'm asking is if I can do my exam an hour before the scheduled time, and you're telling me I have to go do it in January? I was like, yeah, no. Like, I'm not doing that. So I literally just got the day off of work because that was too much stress. It is what it is. Oh shoot, am I burning up the couch? I'm an idiot. Okay. College in quarantine wasn't super eventful at all. Like, I slept majority of the day, just listened to record. I did get pretty good marks, so. I'm an average student. I've always been an average student since elementary school, so it really isn't nothing different. I think I got like 190, which I was really excited. I was really happy about. Like, you know, my first year in college, yay, got a 90, especially since I didn't get no help from like really anybody. And also, I didn't get help because like my mom, she was teaching on an indigenous reserve during the time I started school, so I couldn't even get help from her. I mean, I could have asked my sister to help me, but it's taking long, isn't it? Nobody else in this house walks down the stairs like that. But you have to bring a whole avalanche down the stairs with you when you're walking down the stairs. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Literally off. It's honestly gonna take longer than... Jeez, I hate this house. Like, oh my God. It's obviously gonna take longer than I thought. So I'm just going to dip, come back, and show y'all the results. Alright, so this is the finished product. I don't really know how I feel about it. I wish I got it straighter than this, but this is as straight as can go. It took me about 2 hours, mainly because I went to go eat and my arm started straining a lot, so I had to like take breaks and stuff. The bangs, kind of like though, I had to trim them more. I'm not usually one to really get straight hair. I do have a straight wig. I only wore it like a couple of times. I'm gonna go straight hair, I don't know. I just prefer curly and like wavy wigs, but you know, I'm using my back camera so I can't see anything. But in the mirror, it looks pretty good. I don't know. It didn't turn out as bad as I thought. I just think straight wigs are not for me, honestly. Straight wigs are not for me, and I don't think bangs are for me either. Like, this whole thing is out of my comfort zone. I'm not used to this. But yeah, so I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys like my previous videos. I hope you guys like my future videos. And that's a wrap. Class dismissed.